Okay, here we are. As Sisters of the Abundance Project and what's going on in the Boulder community, I thought we'd take just a moment to breathe into like the pain and the feelings that everyone's feeling right now, and just spread some love to our sisters in Boulder. So I'm gonna mute myself here so we can take a few breaths together, and I'm also gonna time it because I know I can get lost in meditation. So we'll take just 2 minutes here, just sending love to all of the families that are impacted and all of our sisters as well. All right, go ahead and blink your eyes open when you're ready. Thank you for that. We're gonna dive right in here. And I'm gonna first, let's see. So if you don't already know, Kristen is doing amazing things around the Grand Canyon. So I'm here to hold you all in your journey of GoPro. Let's see here. Okay, can you see my screen? Awesome. All right, so we're going to talk about helping our new distributors get started on the right foot. And I have to say, we have so many tools for this. I don't think that this should be that it's a very, very important step. However, everything should be laid out already. So we talked about last week how we are turning our prospects into either customers or distributors. And if you've been here long enough, you know that we work really hard to get those distributors signed up. And so now we're just going to talk about what to do to get them signed up and started on the right foot. And it's really cool because the hub has this all laid out for you. If you've already gone through the hub, you're going to now be training people to go through the hub. And he talks about this game plan interview from someone that he really enjoyed listening and watching, some mentor that he had around him in his time. So like I said, we spend ample time and energy helping prospects become distributors. Now let's focus on how to get them started on the right foot. I've been listening to Jessie Lee Ward quite a bit. She's amazing. She says that when we help a business partner make $1, that person is more likely to stick around for the next 8 months. $1. That's massive to me. That means one sale is going to help someone see the vision for that long. Oops. Surprise, you know all the steps now. Okay. Step 1, congratulate, praise, and welcome. So what we do in our business is to put them into our Facebook group so that the rest of us can share their support, but you also want to let them know that they have made the right decision and just praise them a little bit. I really love saying something like, I'm proud of you for taking this step for yourself and your family, and I'm excited to get to work alongside you. I like to let them know upfront that I am going to be here for them. And then this assures their decision and gives them a boost of confidence. When you start assuring people's decisions, they are going to be really excited to get their journey going, right? So step 2 is to set real expectations. So when you're having this conversation in the hub, I just went ahead and screenshotted the hub on the left there. In call 1, we let them build a vision, really give them some room to dream and see what that's like to them. And then we make it clear that this is their business by asking them, how much time are you going to spend on this? How much time are you going to give your money goals? And then find out how soon they'd like to be independent. So asking them, when would you like to be independent of me? And that typically in our business is around the QSC core rank. If you watched RepRap today, awesome. They talked about core rank and how people are getting there today. If you didn't, go back and watch it. It was really cool. Really inspiring to watch people do something a little bit different from what we've been doing here. And then also going back to those like core steps, which we'll talk a little bit more about here. And then what do you want me to do when the going gets tough? And that just means like, hey, it's going to get hard sometimes. You're not alone. And do you want me to help you out? Or do you want me to leave you alone? Those are really important questions to be asking people when they get started and to help them set those real expectations that this is their business. They do need to work on it for certain amounts of hours a week if they want to reach certain income goals. And then also like, how do you want me to help you along that way? So then step 4, this is going way faster than I thought it would. Step 4, this is a very short chapter. Taking all of those tools that we just talked about and creating a game plan. So we're going to want to give them the third-party tools. We also have things like how to reach out to a customer, your prospects. And you're going to take all those tools and create a game plan. Like, what are you going to do? It'll be as simple as use the customer attraction system with 15 different people over the course of next week. Maybe that's really big and scary and they only want to do 5 people, and that matches their time commitment and their income goals. And then set up a time for the next call so that they have a goal for that first meeting, that first rank, as you would say, or income goal. Maybe set them up to join the next event. Our next event is coming up here really soon. April 16th is my birthday, so I will be spending my birthday with you all at Juice Plus Live at home. And it's free, so this is a really good thing to be pushing people to that are just signing up because it's free, and right now they are sending care packages. So if you sign up now, you'll get a care package in the mail before it happens. And then maybe set them up with some social media tips for low-hanging fruit posts on how to generate leads, if that's also something that they have time for. And then the last thing is giving them assignments as they complete specific tasks, which can be helpful to some teammates. So it's a very similar process as going to reach out to your customers and your prospects who you believe will be customers and business leaders. You're also going to give them assignments, just like you would, like, hey, check out this video. Can I check back in however long they say that you can check back in? So continue to give them assignments step by step. That'll also keep them working. And new people are really, really, really excited to work on the next thing. And then remember that you're working hand in hand until they reach that core rank. And I just gave you guys an array of photos because you cannot forget to have fun. As much as it is a lot of work to work with a new prospect, it is also so much fun. If you haven't already done it, I really want to express that you have to have fun while you're doing it, or is it even really worth it? That's my slideshow. That went about 10 minutes. I felt like that chapter was really short. Does anyone have any questions about that chapter and specifically? It was pretty straightforward. All right, well, what do we think, guys? Do we have anything to add to today's team call?
I'll add. I think I really resonated with this chapter, one of the strongest, just because it emphasizes how much care we have to put in, and it's not so much about the amount of time that we're putting into our prospects or our new distributors. It's the questions that we're asking. So it's like we could ask 10 questions, or we could ask the 5 right questions that are really going to get their brain running. And a lot of times me as an entrepreneur, a lot of times it's hard to think of those questions of like, how much time do I want to dedicate this? How much do I want to get into it? And we go into a business opportunity with a lot of wants, or like, I want to make $2,000 a month or something, but then we don't also apply the question to ourselves of like, it's going to take me 20 hours a week or whatever it might take to gain that goal. So I think this is one of my favorite chapters of the book, because it really just makes that mental switch of, you don't have to ask 100 questions. You just have to ask the 5 right ones. So I think that's big, and it gains a relationship with somebody. So they're not just feeling like they paid $52 to get into something and now they're on their own. They know that they have like a team behind them. So that was my big thing.
There's a part of me that feels like we missed a page now that you're talking about. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna bring up my page that I forgot. I also, along the same lines as those, JD, I feel like those are questions that we can go back and like feel out ourselves again, because it's gonna change over and over again. Our goals are gonna get bigger. Our mindset around how much time we have are gonna change, and how much we want to make is gonna change too, right? Okay, so I found the missing slideshow piece. Okay, so these are the tools that I was like, I didn't even talk about. Like, there were tools, there's tools. So you want to show them how to order their own products, right? And help them create a habit. Like, we have a product that is going to be shipped out every month. And so it's really important to get that habit created, and also get the excitement around taking those products every day really solid. And then the third-party tools, which are listed under this photo here, we've got the separate videos that you have options to send out to people. And then obviously your upline is another third-party tool, but I think it's easier to use a video at the beginning. And then connecting them to the Facebook group, Team Call, the Healthy Living Revolution, and the Freedom Revolution, which is this photo up here. If they're looking for additional training, like, always send them somewhere. We also have a little training inside the hub that's about 10 days. And that was really fun for me to go through when I started, because I was just hungry for information. And then the basic compensation plan. So they don't need to know all of the steps, right? They just need to know like Partner Plus. And if you're like me, you want to know the next step. Um, so that is also on our hub page down here on the right corner screenshot. And then the fundamentals of a proper invite, which we have laid out completely inside our customer attraction system, inside the hub call one. So those are the tools that I was referring to when I said taking all those tools and creating a game plan. And that's when you would go through the customer attraction system with X amount of people, whatever your time and your money commitment matches. And then next week, we're going to talk a little bit more about getting people to events specifically. So I'm really excited to dive into that as well, because these events are so impactful. In-person events are crazy impactful, and I'm really sad that those aren't on right now, but we do have that Juice Plus Live at Home coming up soon, which is also going to be really fun. Does anyone have any questions? I'm okay to close down early now that I finally found and understood that I forgot a slide. Oh, that's so funny. All right, well, I think we're good. I don't want to waste any more time rambling, but I appreciate everyone for being here today, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Always love the
Yeah.
team calls.
Me too. Loving the love.
Well, thanks for rocking it out today.
Of course. Bye, Angie. Bye, Rachel. Mwah.